Hello everybody, and welcome to Gloom and Doom. This is another game that I got a key from IG Collective, so thank you guys, and thanks to the devs for giving us the keys. They're awesome. I don't actually really know anything about this game, but I will warn you ahead of time. There's a warning at the beginning of the game for self-harm and mentions of suicide, and if that stuff bothers you, this might not be the playthrough for you to watch, so I just thought I would warn ahead of time. But, just to be careful, because, you know, I'm rambling now. Let's just get into it. The date is the 24th of December 2000, Christmas Eve. Oh, I was 2 months old. For a lot of kids and some adults, that means being really excited about opening presents when Christmas arrives in the morning. But for Roger Coxburner, it feels like Christmas is already here. What an early Christmas gift! I really don't know why this is happening, but tonight I'm going to score a cheerleader. 1 minute I'm lining up for a movie ticket, and then this hot girl just comes up to me and asks if I want to party. She tells me she's a high school cheerleader and that her team just won some big football game. And she wants me to buy some beer for her. It's strange, and I know I'm not the kind of guy cheerleaders normally flirt with. It felt like a scene from one of those Japanese romance games. You know the ones I'm talking about, right? Is that a fourth wall break? The ones where you left-click your mouse to read all the dialogue while waiting to get to the good stuff? Sometimes I press the spacebar instead because my finger gets tired, or because I need to switch hands. Can I press the spacebar? Oh, yep, I can. But I won't need to go home to one of those games tonight because I'm going to nail a girl in real life. Christmas came early. I hope it's the only thing that will come early tonight. Oh my god. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of a cheerleader. No, I can't worry about that. When life gives you lemons, you don't hesitate to stick your dick into them. Sink your teeth into them. Oh shit, I don't know what I mean. We've already had a few beers, so I'm too excited and way too drunk to think straight now. But why did she have to bring us to this creepy old house? We should have gone to a motel or something. What if I get a splinter in my butt? I didn't bring any tweezers. Oh well, just remember. Life, lemons, dick. Hey Roger, the door's not locked. Are you sure we should be here? I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be, but that's what makes it so fun. What's the matter, Roger? You scared? No, of course not. Well, let's go in then. She pushes the door open, and the two drunk teenagers enter the dusty old house. How'd they get beer? Inside, the house looks just as old as it does from the outside. The walls are peeling, the floorboards have holes in them, and the door frames have claw marks? There's some garbage on the floor, but it looks like it's been there for years. A strange smell that is neither pleasant nor particularly foul permeates the air. This house probably hasn't had any visitors for a while. Wow, this place is really old and creepy. I know, right? Danger really gets me in the mood, so I'm getting a little ugh from being in this place. Actually, the architecture of this place is pretty solid, and it's quite dry in here. Your wetness is probably because of the rain, not the house. Boy! She's like, oh my god. Whatever, Roger. Anyway, this place is totally cutting. I love it. And it's really isolated, too. You could scream bloody murder and nobody would hear a thing. Oh god, Roger, she's gonna kill you! Run, man! Do you want to try and see if anyone hears us? She's gonna kill him! Suddenly, a door slams from somewhere in the house, and Roger screams in shock. Ah! Did you hear what I said? Did you hear that door slam? You heard the door slam? My cat's crying. Whatever, it's just the wind. So do you want to try? Try what? You didn't hear what I said, did you? Sorry, I didn't. Well, if you missed something, you can always click on the back button along the bottom. Or you can try scrolling through on your mouse wheel. Mouse wheel up or back button. Thanks, I'll do that. Oh, I almost forgot, but you can also use the history button to read everything that was said before. The lightning reveals a sign lying on the floor. What? Oh my goodness! What's the matter? Hey, look at that! cool. This is one of those old houses that has a name. Welcome to I can't read the rest of it. This is Derceto Manor. I've heard about this place from the girls on the cheer squad. Derceto Manor? Maybe we should leave. Why? Haven't you heard? There's been a lot of people going missing. Once there was this kid whose parents made him come directly home right after school, but one day he told his friends he was going to visit the old house, and he was never seen again. I think it was this house. You were scared. Oh my god, this is what I get for suddenly developing a nerd fetish. I should have asked that other guy at the cinema. He was way more Cusack than you. Hey, I'm not scared. It's just that people have been talking about some kind of ghost. I've heard the stories about the ghosts too. Actually, I've heard that story a lot of times. Whenever I come across some stories or dialogue that I've heard before, I just hold control to skip it. Aren't you afraid you might miss something important? Control will only skip dialogue you've heard before. It will stop once you get to something new. I see. Yeah, it's been really useful for when you don't want to hear the same stuff again and again. Like when you date different guys from the football team, and you realize that they're all the same and the only way to tell them apart is the positions they like. You mean the positions they play? No, I mean the positions they like. I've heard that using the control skip method could sometimes cause the graphics to glitch. It's rare, but you can always just up the mouse wheel up again until the graphics look normal again. Roger is amazed by how informative Sophie is. So what do you think about the ghost stories? I think they aren't just stories. Once you hear the same story enough times from different people, it has to be real, right? Seriously? Do you still believe in ghosts, Roger? Oh, we only have one option. I'm not sure. Come on, Roger. You have to be the man enough to make decisions. Most decisions might not make much of a difference, but some of them can really affect the way your story plays out. This choice is going to determine if you stay a virgin tonight. What makes you think I'm a virgin? How do you know I haven't had many girlfriends before? Oh, please. It's totally all over your face, like, well, stuff that gets all over someone's face. Like when you're washing the dishes and you put a soapy spoon under the tap. See, you are definitely a virgin. Okay, I'm a virgin. It's just that I'm a romantic guy. I've been saving myself for that special someone willing to have sex with me. I could be your huckleberry. But do you still believe in ghosts, Roger? I can't decide. The pressure is too much. Jeez, Roger, if you need a security blanket, you can always just save the game. Okay. Good idea. Click the save button below, or you can bring up the main menu by hitting escape or right-clicking anywhere on the screen. After saving the game, you can always load back to this point in time if you didn't like how it played out. Try it now, okay? Don't forget to save whenever you're making an important choice, just in case something bad happens. You say that like I'm likely to die. You're not gonna die, but you might not like the way your story turns out. As my friend Roberta likes to say, save early, save often. I'll try to remember. So, do you still believe in ghosts? If it'll get you to go away, yes. Yes, don't you? There's a whole world we can't even see. Dark things, evil things. Or maybe you've just spent too much time playing Dungeons and Dragons and not enough time getting laid. I'm going upstairs to explore the house. You can come with me if you want. Sophie turns around and starts walking up a large set of stairs to the upper floor. Wait for me! Roger rushes after Sophie and grabs her hand. Halfway up the stairs, Roger suddenly realizes that Sophie's hand is deathly cold, almost as if her hand was carved from ice. Sophie notices him examining her hand. What's wrong? Have you never held a girl's hand before? No, it's just that your skin is very cold. Do you want to borrow my jacket? It's very cowboy of you, Roger, but no thanks. The cold never bothered me anyway. When the pair reaches the second floor, Sophie leads Roger into a room at the end of the hallway. Have you been here before? You seem to know your way around. First time here. But I have a talent for always knowing where the bedroom is, even in a strange house. I swear to God she's gonna kill us. They enter a spacious room with a large bed in the middle. The room is decorated with once luxurious curtains, and a large grandfather clock stands with its hands pointed at 8:40. Something doesn't feel right. It's a windy night, but the air in this room is so still, like it's frozen in time. Whatever, Roger. Why don't we focus on this large bed I found? Plus, it's got soft pillows, which is great because my knees are always getting bruised. Oh, you play volleyball? I kept getting bruised knees until I got better fitting pads. I'm not talking about Never mind, Roger. Roger suddenly hears a strange sound, and the hair on the back of his neck tingles. Of all the rooms in the house, this room makes him feel the most uncomfortable. He wonders if it's time to get out of here. I think it's time I got out of these wet clothes. He quickly decides to stay. Don't you feel it, Sophie? Feel what? A change in the air? What the fuck is happening? Actually, yeah. Can you sense something up here? Something evil? I don't think I can. I think I can, actually. It's cold all of a sudden, and I don't normally feel cold. I think it's time I reveal my true self to you. You're a nerdy pervert that likes being peed on? I've already figured that out. That's why I've been drinking so much beer. No, that's not it. Roger reveals himself as an incubus demon and bares his jagged teeth at Sophie. Do you believe in evil now? Roger? Oh my god, Roger, there's something really creepy in this room. You mortals are really stupid. This creepy thing is me. I'm a demon and I will eat your soul tonight. No, behind you, Roger. What is that? Foolish mortal. Do you really think I'm gonna fall for that? Oh! Hello, Zorgrath. Roger's never heard this voice before, but he recognizes it from 1,000 horror stories. Gloom? He slowly turns around and comes face to face with every demon's worst nightmare. A floating torso with massive arms and no legs. A blackened skull with green flames flickering inside it. They call him Gloom, and to see him means death. Hey, I'm seeing death right now. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you know who I am. Then you also know what's going to happen to you tonight. Why did I come into this house of all houses? Because you could never resist a young soul, could you? Thank you for luring him here to me, Sophie. Wait, you're Mr. G? Yes. You're a ghost? I'm a wraith. Ghosts are just confused spirits with no goals. Sure, Mr. Wraith, sir. Please let me go. I'm just a cheerleader. Tell me why I should. You might not see a difference whether you let me go or not. And it often seems like your choices don't really affect what happens in the world. But your actions define who you are, and even if they don't change anything now, they will have implications later. You're a lot smarter than you look. Just because I'm a cheerleader doesn't mean I don't read. Really? Alright, I don't read! I just fucked up a lot of college professors. Get out of here. Your payment is under the floor mat. Thank you, thank you! She was working with him the whole time! Don't leave me alone here with him! Sorry, Roger, I still don't care about you. Sophie. Come back here again, and I'll kill you too. I won't. You'll never see me again. Sophie runs out of the room as quickly as she can. Roger tries to follow quietly behind her. Not you! You are mine tonight, Zorgrath. I go by Roger now. I got tired of always spelling Zorgrath out to bank tellers over the phone. Gloom stares at the incubus, unsure if he just made a joke. Whoa, tough crowd. Roger realizes that if he's going to escape from this house, he will have to outwit Gloom somehow. Sophie's advice about important life-changing decisions suddenly comes to mind. What will Roger do? There's no way we can fight this guy. Flee! Oh, fuck this! Roger summons all his willpower to maintain control of his bladder as he rushes past Gloom to escape the bedroom. You've played this cat-and-mouse game with your victims so many times before. You know how this ends. I'm not listening to you! Roger finds himself in the second-floor corridor. The squeaky stairs are in front of him, but there's also another room he can hide in. No, I mean, I don't really care if he lives or dies, but hiding in a room seems like a good way to get caught. Just run! He rushes down the stairs and makes it to the ground floor. Oh, but not before he twists his ankle on the last step. Ouch, I hate stairs. Roger desperately looks around for somewhere to hide. A bead of sweat rolls off his forehead and stings his eye. He rubs it in frustration. What's the matter, Zorgrath? Fear is only exciting when you're inflicting it? I'm not afraid of you! However, his life is unraveled by the damp patch in his pants. Looking around, Roger spots an old chest that is probably big enough for him to hide inside. Alternatively, the exit is just a short run away, and the front door is left wide open after Sophie made her escape. What now? Make a break for it. Hurt your ankle. Remembering the mistakes people make in horror movies, Roger decides to get out of the house as quickly as possible. He runs as fast as his twisted ankle will allow him and almost reaches the door when it suddenly slams shut. He turns around and sees Gloom slowly floating down the stairs with his hand pointing at the door. Roger tries to reopen the door, but something is holding it shut. You've moved down the food chain a notch, Zorgrath. You're the victim now. With the main door held shut by Gloom's powers, Roger will have to find another way out. No fighting, just run. He rushes over to the nearby living room and tries to open a large window facing the front yard. It's stuck! Gloom slowly floats into the room. You cannot blame a demon for eating souls! And you cannot blame me for doing what I do. You were always a miserable demon. Always about work and never about the fun. Come and join us, Gloom. We can go eat some mortals. Have some fun. Fun? That's why you'll always be a bottom feeder, scavenging on the low-hanging souls to survive. Gloom's eyes flare up and he hits Roger with his hate blast. The little incubus is flung across the room and he smashes through the window with his head. His world goes dark. Oh, dang. I know, pretty scary, huh? Exactly. Where am I? Roger wakes up in a large, empty room. It's definitely the same house, but in a larger room that he hasn't seen before. Like a basement, perhaps. His eyes feel like it's being crushed, and his head feels like it's being crushed, and his eyes can't seem to focus properly. What is going on? As he slowly regains his vision, he can just make out that there's nothing here except walls, dust, and an angry wraith squeezing his skull with a giant clawed hand. Please, I am just a lonely incubus. I'm not even worth your time. You're wrong. Your Gloom's infamous spectral blade explodes out of his fist. The blade that has claimed the lives of countless demons. Come on, Gloom, I'm just a bottom feeder, like you said. You don't need me, you really don't. Even every horn counts. Oh! Part 1. What? Excuse you? I think we're going to end it here for today, but we are definitely going to play more. Holy hell, that was one of an intro. That was awesome. And I can't wait to see more. That was a twist. I wasn't expecting Roger to be an incubus. Or, well, I should say Roger was an incubus, but you know what I mean. But thank you again to IG Collective for getting me the key. Thanks to the devs for giving out the key. That was awesome. And we're going to play more soon. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, check out the game, support the devs, subscribe, like, all of that jazz, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.